Hello everyone, I am back with the journal for Tina, and I should have had this video up yesterday. I am sorry guys, I am late. I am so busy trying to get a bunch of stuff done before I go on vacation, and I apologize for that, but I do have the journal done, and she is up for sale. And like I said in the last video, all the proceeds of this journal are going to go to Tina directly. I'm going to contact her and see, or maybe I don't know if I should contact her or if I should just send it to her coffee shop maybe, or I'm either going to do that or just, I don't know how much you can send on the thank you button on her channel, so I might just send it through her coffee. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to send it directly through her coffee shop. That way she just gets all the money that way. I think that'd be the best way to do it. I don't know. I think that'd be the best way to do it. I need to actually, I think I'll get a hold of Yvonne and talk to her because she has a coffee account and make sure there's no fees or anything. I don't think there is. But I have a coffee account, but I haven't really got anything, so I don't know if there are fees. I don't believe there are, but I don't want anything to be taken out of the money that I send, so I want to make sure that that will work that way. So anything that we make on this journal is going to go directly to Tina. The only thing that, that I would keep would be the shipping, and I'm going to ship it the cheapest I can. But it will be nice and wrapped, so it'll get there safely. But if you're interested in this, please email me. My email is listed below. It is handmadefromlisa@yahoo.com. Very easy to remember. But yeah, you can just email me. And once it's sold, I will put that in the description below. But I have a lot of this seam binding, what is crinkled, and it is a pink. It is very pretty, and there is a lot of it wrapped around, so there's plenty to play with throughout the journal. This has got some beautiful, it's like, I don't even know what you want to call it. It's like a fabric lace. I don't know. It's a type of a lace, but it's beautiful, and I got this from Lidia on Instagram, and I just absolutely love this. It's one of my favorites. All the kits in here are, of course, from Tina's shop. I'll try to remember where they're from, but I bought a lot of her kits, so I just kind of put them together. I wasn't going to, mix and match, but I ended up just throwing them a bunch together. But this is very layered, as you can see. I just absolutely love how it turned out, but I wanted to add something around with like this lace. I just think that really made it look pretty. It's kind of shabby looking, so I like that. This girl is from one of her kits as well, and oh gosh, I don't even know. I don't know. I really okay, let me just pull up the kits. I can tell you because I just bought her kits, so this is going to make it a lot easier. So, and this kit right here is, I'm not even going to try to guess because I'm just going to tell you. Because I bought the Pink Ladies. So the Pink Ladies is in here. The invoice, her invoices are in here with the, there's flowers and stuff. So the invoices, all the small invoices, they're just called invoice page with flowers. That was a kit. I did buy Flea Market, but it's not in here. Some of the Myrtle Cottage kit is in here. And I think there is also some of the Paris. No, I did not use the Paris bouquet, but I did buy the Paris bouquet. Then I've also bought letter with flowers, and that is also some of the, like the very front right here. This right here is the letter with flowers. So some of these letters with the flowers on them that she's altered, that is that kit as well. So I have a few of those in here. The Pink Ladies is the main bulk of this journal. And then I added a couple. I do have some of the Shabby collection in here as well. I love that paper. One of my favorites. And then I went back to get the girl. I bought, let's see. what did I buy? Oh, there it is. I bought the Pink Ladies girls. They're in here as well, in different places. I don't know where they're at. I'll find them. I did buy them, and then these were under photos. That's what these girls are under. They were just under photos. So I don't know what she called these exactly. And then I bought one called Journal Cards with Lines. So I bought that as well. And is that right? Journal Cards with Lines. Is that? Yes. Journal Cards with Lines, which I'll show you that as we come to it. Maybe I'll just kind of walk you through as we go. So I can kind of give you an idea of the ones I bought. Okay, so this is the photos. And these are the little girls, and they are just adorable. I hope I'm in frame. Yes, I am. Okay, so there is some lace here, some very small lace here. And then there's some eyelet trim here. And then there are all of the different fabric ruffles that I put on my flip-flop, which I really wanted to do a flip-flop, but I was afraid I wouldn't have enough time. So I ended up doing just a regular one signature. And there is a lot of pages in this thing. There is, I think I put 20 pages in it, which I usually don't do 20 pages, so that was a lot for me because I usually fill it full. But because it is an, what is this, A5? Is that what it is when you fold it over? A5, A6? I never can, A5? I don't know. But when you fold your paper in half, it gives you more room to work, so it's not as thick and bulky. Like if you just folded, like if you just had like a traveler's notebook size like this, it bulks up real quick. So if you have, you know, more of a space to work on, it's not as bad. So I liked that I had more room and I could really fill it up. So there's a lot of stuff in here, and it did not, like alligator, so I like that. And there's plenty of room to put stuff in. And I do have an envelope full of goodies that's going along with this journal. So there's a lot more stuff that's coming, like guest checks and tags and things like that that's going to come along with this journal. So in the front here, there are these little cards. And this is one of her older kits that I've had for a long time because I was on her design team for years. And this is, I think, her note cards. And like I said, I've had that for a while, so I printed those out. This is from her Myrtle Cottage, and I printed this on a thicker paper, copy paper, but it's a thick, like a premium, and that way there wouldn't be so much bulk here, you know, throughout the whole journal. Some of it's, you know, most of this is cardstock. Like this is cardstock, but this is a thicker premium paper. Now this is some of Amity Bloom's washi. I just got all her washi in, and it is gorgeous. As a matter of fact, it's right here. It sits on my desk. And so I put that right here to just, you know, reinforce this. And of course, it's beautiful. And here is some of the, what did I just tell you it was called? It's the Shabby Chic collection, I think. And it is my favorite, I think, paper of hers. Of course, Shabby Chic says it all, and yes, that's it. So there is that one, and then I took this and I folded, you know, I covered it here and I folded it over like I do in my other journals, and I just covered this book page up. And then here's some of the invoices that I told you that I used, and it's just on a thinner paper because I was going to use this to cover some of the pages. So you guys, whoever gets it, can do the same. You can use that just to cover or collage or whatever. And then there's a card. There is some stationery throughout, some vintage stationery. There's another piece of the washi. And here is one of the pieces of ephemera from the cottage, Myrtle Cottage. And this is a vintage piece of paper. This one is from Pink Ladies, I think. I say that and I want to make sure. Yes, Pink Ladies. This is from Pink Ladies. Most of the paper in here is all Pink Ladies. Just the accent paper and stuff I used was from Myrtle Cottage. So, like this is Myrtle Cottage. And so with the girls, like this one here was the photo. instead of cutting just the photo out, I left a little bit of the border. And then I did the same thing with these lined cards. And this collection was called Lined. Was it just lined cards? I just told you a minute ago. And I left some of that. You could cut it, you know, right out up to the line. But I wanted to leave the option there. And of course, you could just trim some more off if you just wanted a little bit of a border. But where she had that background, I thought that was really pretty. And so I wanted to leave the option up to whoever got the journal. And then there is a fabric ruffle there. And then here is some of her invoice. And I just backed it, or I just printed. This is Raindroplila's. And the reason I put this on the back is because I couldn't find just a solid color or a grid paper, actually. I wanted a grid or lined paper, and I couldn't find that in Tina's collection that I had. So I just grabbed this from Lidia's and put that on there. And then this here is just a vintage music sheet. And I just added some of Tina's paper and then extended the page. So there's a large fold out there for all kinds of journaling or whatever. And then I just made a little cluster right there with some vintage lace. And then these 3 little rosettes. And here is a vintage page from a sewing book. And then, or actually it's not, I don't even think it's a book. I think it's a magazine. And there's another one of Tina's flower, is it flower or floral invoices. And then here, this is from the Myrtle Cottage. And there's another fabric ruffle. This is so pretty. I just really love the kit. Now this one here I printed on coffee dyed paper, well, tea dyed paper. The tea dyed paper is from Sylvia. She sent me, and it was doing really good. It was going through my printer fine. I did like 3 pages, and then it just started getting stuck, and I had a mess. It would not go through anymore, and I don't know what happened, because usually I have no trouble with it going through my printer, but it did, and it got clogged up. This is Myrtle Cottage right here. I love this. So I had to stop. I had to quit printing it on the coffee dyed paper, but I really like printing these on the coffee dyed paper because it just makes it look and feel more vintage. So yeah, it wasn't heavy. This is some more stationery, vintage stationery that I get from Stacy at Recycloves. I call her my dealer. She thinks that's so funny, but that came from a long-running joke between me and my husband, because a long time ago I told him I was talking to my vintage paper dealer. And she just loves it. She loves it that I call her that. I get all of my vintage paper, stationery, and supplies, and a lot of my vintage books I get from her. Of course, I've been doing other shop shares, but she's where I started getting all my stuff. So I call her my vintage dealer. There's these ruffles. I can't remember the shop I got these ruffles at, but I really like them. I had another shop I was buying from, but they don't sell the ruffles anymore. And this one I did the same thing. I'd cut it here, but I left some down here. So you can cut that completely off. But this is the Pink Ladies journaling cards. And these are separate, so you can get those. And this one was printed on the tea dyed paper. And this is the floral invoice. No, the floral. No, that's the invoices. That's not the letters. And then here are the note cards. And there's one of the photos. And I just left more of the border there. I just stressed that with the... I loved using this because it makes it really look vintage and not just like brown and dirty. It's the antique linen. I mean, I think that really made it look older. And the vintage photos sometimes can just make it look dirty and not really vintage. I should have distressed these, actually. You know, folded them over and distressed them. But I think it's really pretty. There's all kinds of space for photos and, you know, anything that you want to put here. You can put your journaling cards and, you know, write. I mean, there's so much room here. And I paper clipped all this stuff on so it can be moved throughout the journal. So there's all this stuff that's not permanent. I like this woman. She's so pretty. And the colors, just all the colors match. This one's on the coffee dyed paper, or tea dyed paper. I keep saying coffee dyed because I always coffee dyed my paper, but she tea dyed hers. This one is from the cottage, the Myrtle Cottage, and that looks like it is real. Every time I see it, I want to try to grab it off there, but that's, you know, on there, that rusted paper clip, and it just looks so real sitting there. I keep thinking it is actually on the paper. Like, I love, that's probably one of my favorite pieces of ephemera out of this whole book, the whole journal. And then this is the center here. And so I used 2 of the Pink Ladies journaling cards there. And then I put one of the photos on each side. And I just love those 2 little kids. And this girl, is she not adorable? My goodness. And then behind them, I put 2 of the journaling cards. And again, I left borders around all of these so they can be cut down. They could be left or just trimmed, however, you know, you want to use them. I'm sorry, I gotta get a drink. Oh. And this one here is from Myrtle Cottage as well. I can't wait to use that kit. I might use the Myrtle Cottage in a flip-flop. Now, I know I'm going to use the whole shabby chic collection. Oh my goodness, that paper is definitely going to be on a flip-flop journal. And this girl here, I loved her. She is so pretty. It was between her or her. Oops, her or her on the cover. But I liked her because she had all the green and the postage stamp. But yeah, she's just so adorable. And then here's another card. Like I said, I left a lot more border here. And the reason, or on the bottom, because to me it started to look like a Polaroid. And you could even put like a label down here or something, or even ruffle, you know, anything you wanted. I had a lot of ideas. I love this one. This was one of my favorites. I had a lot of ideas when I was looking at this about leaving that, you know, with that much of a border at the bottom. I think that's really pretty like that. And this is recipe page. And I love these ruffles. I think I already said that. And then there's more of these. I added a lot of these. And then this girl here, so cute. I think I missed some of my distressing, but that's okay. Now this one I cut around completely, and because I was kind of looking to see which I liked. Here's another one of these invoices, which, you know, I could have distressed around them, but it wasn't really about me distressing around everything, because I wasn't really going for a, you know, a dingy journal or nothing like that. Nothing all vintage and what's going on here. This was more of a shabby chic journal. I just put some paper there on that edge. This is a very old piece of paper, but it's still in great condition. So I can't remember what book it was out of. It's French. And this, oh, so pretty. And then this girl here, she's just adorable too. I got glue somewhere when I was gluing. Right there. I need to trim that real quick so I don't forget. There's some glue right there. Where'd she go? But she is just adorable. I love the colors. Of course, it's probably, I mean, you can tell it's a postcard. It's been, you know, altered and how they do with the colors and just make it really pretty and bright. And then here's another pocket. Of course, it's glued down, but I have that there because she's on the other side. And I did the same thing. I left the border around the 2 sides there. And then this one is attached to that page. And any of this can be, you know, glued down. That's why I've left it all, you know, so you can put it wherever you want. Some people want that option of, to be able to make, you know, they want to make the journal their own. All that glue on there. I don't know. A little piece of that paper come off though. Isn't that not pretty? I love the teals with the pinks and purples. I just think that is so pretty. And the butterflies, of course. But yeah, I wanted to have a lot of wiggle room here, so whoever got it could decorate it the way they wanted to. So all this can be altered and decorated up. But yet there's still plenty decorated with all the pockets and with all the ruffles that I've put on it. There's still a lot that's already ready to go and to give you enough inspiration. And, you know, and a jumping off point, I think. There we go. And her, and she is just adorable too. So innocent looking. And this card, I love these colors on this card. There was a lot of the cards. I think there's 2 pages of cards, so she's supposed to go in the front. So I printed off both pages and put them in there. That's the other side of the tea-dyed. Oh, I almost tore that off. Oh my goodness. I was like trying to get that apart. So that's the belly band where those pages were stuck. I thought another page was stuck. And there's her. I need to put something else in there. I could put, I wonder if I could put this in there. Probably, I could, but it's going to weigh it down. I have a envelope here full of more cards. A lot more of these cards. And I thought there's 4 more. What about adding those? And then I've got some little bits and pieces from the kit. There are 4, there's 2 of those and 2 of these that I wanted to add. And then I've also still got some more of these little cards. I think there's 4 or 5 of these. Yeah, there's 5 of these little cards. So I wanted to add all that in with the kit too. So, and you know, I made just a little envelope out of one of the pieces of papers that I had left. So I could put that right there and then paper clip it like this so it stays on right there. And maybe I could paper clip her all right there and she barely pokes out. I could do that because then I've got a large envelope. Well, it'll be, I guess, the size of this, that I'm going to fill full of goodies for me, vintage stuff, and like I said, guest checks and tags and tickets, all kinds of stuff that I'm going to throw in this. So you guys are going to, whoever gets this is going to have a ball decorating this thing. And then this one here, which I love. I love the muted colors are my favorite. The pastels, the muted colors, not the bright pastels, but the, you know, more muted colors. But this I really liked because it makes the whole thing just pop. So I really like that against all the muted colors. And this is just a coffee dyed page that me and my mom had done together. I have very little of that left of all of our coffee dyed pages. I know that's silly, but I don't really use much of it now because there's so little left. There's the other side of that music paper. And then this is the back page, which is the top tuck there. I think this is one of the only ones I did, and with her there. But the girls are just adorable. I love them. And then I did a purple ruffle right here to bring out the purple in this page. Oh no, there's a couple more pages. But that's the last back large sheet there. And this was out of a vintage book that I tore pages out of. And then this one, this piece here, I put, I don't know why, but I put I put this one here. It's a small, one of the invoice, a note card. I don't know why I have 3 pages, but I do. And, or 3 pieces of ephemera, I mean. And then this one here. And all these are double-sided. I don't know if I showed them all, but they're all double-sided because I didn't want any whites except for the teeny tiny ones. And the reason that is these teeny tiny ones were meant to decorate the journal. And that's why I left them, and they are not double-sided. So if you're wondering, that's why I had planned on those 4 being for the, you know, to use to decorate or collage. I love this paper. I just think that's so pretty. And then this, and then the back, again, like we started out, you've got your tag and your pocket here. just like the front, and the ruffle, and then the back. So that is the journal, and I'm not sure exactly how many pages there are. I think I put 20 in, so that's, what, 40? And then we have, so what is that, 40, 80? I don't even know. 7, where am I at here? So it's almost, it's 7 3/4 by, well, it's 6 with that, but that don't really count, so I can't even tell. 5 1/2. Well, 5 3/4 with my finger because of all the overhang, not the ruffles, just the pages that are sticking out here. So, because I did not cut any excess off, it's all layered. It comes out like this and then goes right back in. So, yeah, that's the size of it. And like I said, I think there's 20 pages. So you're going to have, let me see here. There's the, can you see where I'm at? The center edge right here. I believe. There might not be, but let me, of course I counted them all, so there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54. So there's 54 pages front and back, so 108. You got 108 pages front and back total. That's what you got. And that's including, you know, all the, even the little ones I was counting, as you've seen, all the little bits. So there's 108 pages front and back, with even the little bits. So that is this one, and we're gonna call her Tina. This is Tina. So we are gonna sell her and help raise money for our dear friend. And like I said, if you're interested, just email me. And I don't even really know what to sell her at, so I don't even know how to do this, because I just want to get the most I can for her, just for Tina. It's not for me. I'm not making a dime off of this money, this journal. I don't want any money. It's all for Tina. So all I know is to message me and give me an amount. I have an amount in my head that I'm not going to go below, and that's just because I wouldn't go below it for my own journals. So I don't know really how to do it. I guess just message me and I will let you know. We'll just go from there. But we'll figure it out on the way. But I don't know. I'm so stressed out right now, guys. That's why I can't even figure out what I'm trying to tell you. And there's just so much going on right now. I've got 100 things going through my mind. You know, I'm trying to get this series done for you guys on the ephemera, and I can't even think ephemera. That's why it's, you know, all that stuff's put to the side. I have your all's journal. It's the giveaway journal, and it's put to the side. So because of that, because I've had to make you guys wait for the giveaway journal, I'm going to make 2. Because I'm sorry that I've had you guys wait. So I'm just going to do 2 journals. It's for the giveaway, because it's been ridiculous that I keep telling you I'm going to do a giveaway. And it's there. It's, as a matter of fact, it's sitting here somewhere beside me that I can't even see at the moment. It's right there. So, I mean, it's sitting here with all this stuff, but I just can't think about, like, how to do the ephemera. my brain's stuck. I can make journals all day, but, you know, that's not making ephemera. So, I've just got so much going on that, you know, it's just ridiculous. But I could do a whole video just sitting here talking to you guys about everything, but, you know, that's boring. So, let's just come together and support Tina. Continue to buy digitals. Watch her channel. Give her likes and, you know, her thumbs ups. You know, just support her. Talk to her. You know, that's the main thing, is just, you know, showing her how much we care about her. And, of course, pray for her, because that's the biggest thing we could all do. But I really appreciate you guys watching my channel and your support for me, because it helps me a lot. And I know I'm not on my channel as much as I need to be. I'm trying to, you know, be on here a lot more. I know I've been on here about once a week, or even a couple times a week there for a while, but I need to be on here at least 3 times a week. And I just, until vacation's over and things slow down, you know, I'm just going to be on here at least as much as I can, at least once a week, until I can get things straightened out and, you know, try to get my digitals and stuff going. But it's just, there's so much going on in my life. And it's not that it's all bad. It's just, there's just so much, you know, and you just start to get overwhelmed, and just trying to get everything done is the problem sometimes. So, and I don't want to neglect nothing in no area of my life. So just try to get all that done, you know, and spend all the time everywhere in all those areas sometimes can be difficult. So, but, you know, this is definitely my love. This is my heart right here, is, you know, my journals, my crafts, you know, spending time with my friends on YouTube. You know, this is like my family, and my second family. And this is just where my heart is. And so I just want to be here all the time. I'd love to be here every single day filming, and that's my goal eventually. I would love to be able to do that by next year, to be here every day. But we're gonna see where everything, you know, goes, where I'm led. You know, we'll just see. But anyway, just contact me, and I will tell you the price of the journal. And if you want to donate more, then you can. If you want to donate it to her coffee shop, go over there and donate to her coffee shop, even if it's $5. You know, if you just want to go buy a kit, go buy a kit. Like I said, she has a thank you button. You know, most people do have a coffee shop, or a coffee link, like right in their description underneath all their stuff. You know, you just go and you follow that link and you can pay. You don't have to have a PayPal, but it will go through PayPal if you wanted to protect your information. But you can just pay and donate money to her that way as well, just to show her, you know, that you are supporting her and thinking of her. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you like the journal. Let me know what you think about it below, and I will be with you guys as soon as I possibly can. You guys have a blessed day, and I will see you soon. Bye.